Hi guys, I hope you are all doing well. Let's see today's question. So today's question we are taking this up from the topic of differential equations. And if I talk about the question which is given to us here from this topic, the question tells us that if alpha is a non-zero real number and it's telling us f is a differentiable function which is given to us as f of 0 is equals to 2, and the other idea that is given to us here is limit x tends to minus infinity f of x is equals to 1. The question further tells us that the differential equation is given in the form f dash of x is equals to alpha f of x plus 3 for all x belongs to R. That is all real numbers. Then the question is further asking us f of minus log 2 to the base e is equal to what? So that is the question asked to us. Now let's talk about this first. So if I have my differential equation in this form, f dash of x, so if I write f of x as y, it becomes alpha y plus 3, and f dash of x, it's nothing but in this form dy by dx. So we get this differential equation. And if I talk about answer choices that we have been given here, the options are 7, 9, 3, and 5. So the options given to us are 7, 9, 3, and 5. So we need to figure out which one of the answer choices is the correct answer for this question that is given to us. Let's try to solve this question further. Before starting off with the solution for this question, I would first like to tell you that please do subscribe to my channel and support the channel as well, because it takes lots of efforts in making these videos for you on everyday basis, and it is free for you but also motivates me to put up better content, try to make the solutions as easy as possible so you understand them in a better way. Let's try to solve this question now. So if I have my differential equation in this form, dy over dx equals alpha y plus 3. So if I use the idea, I know I can write this as dy over dx minus alpha y equals 3. Now once I have that, if I compare it with my differential equation in general terms, I have that as dy by dx plus by equals q. So if I compare both of them from here, I get p is minus alpha, q is 3. Now once I have that, I will find the integrating factor here for this question. So for this differential equation, we know integrating factor is e raised to integral p dx, which in this case, it's nothing but e raised to integral minus alpha dx, which is e raised to minus alpha common integral of 1, it's nothing but x. So we get e raised to minus alpha x is your integrating factor. And for this form of a differential equation, I get my solution as y into if equals integral of q into if into dx plus c. So if I use this idea here, I get y e raised to minus alpha x is equals to integral of q, so 3, if is e raised to minus alpha x dx plus c. So I get 3 e raised to minus alpha x divided by minus alpha plus c. And this is y e raised to minus alpha x. So we have this idea here with us. Now further, if I try to solve this question, the question tells us that when x equals to 0, f of x equals to 2. Means the condition given to us here is at x equals to 0, y is equals to 2. So if I have this condition with me, I can further solve this as 2 e raised to minus alpha x means e raised to minus 0, which is 1. 3 e raised to minus alpha into 0, which is 1, divided by minus alpha plus c. So from here, I get a condition that says 2 equals minus 3 over alpha plus c, or I can write this as 3 over alpha is c minus 2. So we have got one condition which has two unknowns actually, which is alpha and c. Now let's try to solve the idea further and apply the next condition, which says limit x tends to minus infinity f of x is equals to 1. So if I first find this function f of x which is given to us here, basically that is nothing but y. So if I want to find y, that is f of x, in terms of this alphas and e's, I can divide both sides by e raised to minus alpha x. So if I divide both sides by e raised to minus alpha x everywhere, I get from here this gets cancelled, this gets cancelled, and this remains. So I get from here y is minus 3 over alpha plus c into e raised to alpha x, because it comes up and becomes e raised to alpha x. So you get y in terms of this, means you get f of x in terms of this. Now the question tells us that if you apply the limit where x tends to minus infinity f of x, it's equals to 1. So if I use that idea, limit x tends to minus infinity, f of x in this case, it is minus 3 over alpha plus c e raised to alpha x is equals to 1. So if I just apply the limits here, I get minus 3 over alpha as it is. C e raised to minus infinity. E raised to minus infinity basically becomes 0. So this becomes c into 0, which is 0, is equals to 1. So from here I get minus 3 over alpha equals 1, and from further I get alpha is minus 3. So I get alpha as minus 3. Now once I get alpha as minus 3 here, I'll put it in this. So if I put it here, I get the value of constant c also. So if I put it here in this equation, I have minus 3 over alpha is minus 3. So 3 over minus 3 is equals to c minus 2. This gives you minus 1 and plus 2, which is c. So c becomes 1. So you get this constant of differential equation c as 1. Now the question tells us to find the function's value at x equals to minus log 2 to the base e. Let's do that. So let's find the function's value. We have got this idea now. So we have the function f of x with us. So instead of y, if I write f of x, I get this is minus 3 over alpha plus c. We just got the answer as 1. So 1, and then you have e raised to alpha x. So f of x becomes e raised to alpha x. So this is your value of the function, and the question is asking you to figure out f of minus log 2 to the base e. That is basically natural log of 2. So if I use that, minus 3 over alpha plus e raised to alpha into minus log 2 to the base e. We already figured out the value for alpha also, right? So let's put that directly. So I have that as minus 3. So minus 3 over minus 3 plus e raised to minus 3 into minus log 2 to the base. So I get from here this becomes 1 plus e raised to this becomes 3 log 2 to the base. So I get 1 plus this 3 goes in the power and becomes 2 raised to 3. So it basically makes it e raised to log of 2 to the base e raised to 3. And that becomes e raised to, we know, a raised to log of f of x to the base a. It's nothing but f of x. So I can write this also as 1 plus 2 cube, and 2 cube is 8, so 1 plus 8 becomes 9. So you get the answer to the question which is asked to us here. That is the value of the function at x equals to minus log 2 to the base e. The answer becomes 9. So the correct answer for this question is option B. B becomes the correct answer here. I hope you have understood how to solve this type of questions on differential equations, which deals with the ideas of applying the general form of differential equation dy over dx plus py equals to q, so that you get the integrating factor and the solution. And once you get that, we had two unknowns, alpha and c. We figured out the two conditions given to us and found the two values of alpha and c. Once I got that, I just found the answer for the question asked to us, that is the function's value at minus log 2 to the base e. So I got the answer to become 9, and if I see the answer choice that matches here with the option, the correct answer comes out to become option B. So B becomes the correct answer here. I will see you again tomorrow with some other question from some other topic, and we are going to continue our series of questions on JEE mains. So stay tuned for more videos to roll out. Also, if you're enjoying these videos that we are doing on everyday basis, please do like the videos as well, and do subscribe to my channel and share this channel with your friends also who are involved in the preparation of questions on JEE. so they can also take the benefit from these questions which we are solving on everyday basis. Thank you.